Ahoy my friends, Ryder here, and welcome back to another Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis video. Today I'm heading into the brand new Rebirth crossover event, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to take down the Materia Guardian in his EX2 state. Alright, so this power requirement is 180,000. As you guys can see, I'm going in here with a power of 198,000, and I'm basically going to walk you guys through this fight. It's not so bad. He's going to be weak to fire, so obviously you're going to want to bring in whichever character you have that has your best fire weapon. He is very resistant to lightning and will be doing very powerful lightning attacks. Now, there are a couple different ways to go about this fight. I think when they release the EX3, lightning resistance might be a thing. But for now, I didn't need to spec any lightning resistance except for a little bit on Matt due to his prime number healing weapon that's in his main slot. But other than that, he is going to be charging up Trine in his second phase, and there's going to be a force gauge that's basically perpetually charging throughout the fight, and as you do damage to him, it lowers it, but it keeps on charging the entire time. Depending on how low that gauge is, depends on how much his ability Trine is going to do to you. Other than that, as you can see here in his immunities, he is not immune to physical defense down, magic defense down, physical attack down, or magic attack down. So you can get him with a lot of debuffs. He is going to inflict poison with his mucus discharge and salientient slime. We are going to prepare for that by bringing a healing Asuna poison. Now let's get into the build. It's pretty simple. For those of you who saw my Copine Caverns dungeon ranking team, this is pretty similar, except I dropped out Sephiroth to bring in Matt. The healing is pretty helpful in this event. So first I'm going to go through the materia, then I'll go through the individual characters as I normally do. Alright, so on Cloud, we have a Cura in the first slot, spec'd for physical attack. On Yuffie, the same thing, Cura in the first slot. And then on Matt, healing Asuna poison. Doesn't matter who you have the healing Asuna poison on, but it needs to be on one of your characters, or that poison will tick away your health throughout the fight, making it very hard when you go into the second phase. Alright, for Cloud in his second slot, I just have a Ruin Reblow here for the extra physical attack and HP. This is just a stat stick. For Yuffie, we're going to have a Fire Blow here in the second slot, and we're going to have a Fyra over here for Matt in the second slot as well. Now going into the third slots right here, I'm going to toggle it. X is going to be the sigil of the day, so slot X in whatever slots you need for the characters. If you are running Cloud like I am with his Sky Splitter right here, his support materia has sigil boost to X. Therefore, you do not need to bring X sigils on all three characters. Therefore, I can put a Fire Breach in Matt's third slot, which if I cast this before Yuffie does Flurry of Steel, it will make her Flurry of Steel take the Fire Imperil immediately to high, which is very helpful overall. So we only have 2 X sigils here, just something to keep in mind. In terms of their limit breaks, I have Hellfire on Cloud because he's fully spec'd for fire potency. We have Clear Tranquil on Yuffie so that I can cast this before Hellfire and make sure that he gets off the max amount of damage. And last but not least, just in case one of those Trines gets out of control, we have Gigantic Shield here on Matt. So now I'm going to quickly go into the individual builds on each character. For Cloud, he's sitting at 74k HP, 6.6k or 74k power, 6.6k HP, 2.7k physical attack. His R abilities are as shown, but the most important ones here are going to be physical attack and boost fire potency. As you can see here, I have it up to level 6, which is exactly 45 points. We have the Sky Splitter at OB3 in the first slot. I'm bringing Hard Edge here, although in my last clear I didn't really use it. I just basically use Cloud as a full-blown DPS, but this is here to reduce the boss's physical defense if you so need it. Other than that, his sub-equipments are going to be the Crew Kicker for the fire potency and HP, the Prototype Crimson Blade for basically the exact same thing, and also Zack's Crystal Sword. So we're speccing fire potency in every single one. Alright, let's move on to Yuffie. Yuffie is sitting at 66k power, 8.5k HP, 2.8k physical attack. Her R abilities are as shown here with a very hefty physical attack. She's got her buff debuff extension for the Fire Imperil, so she is looking pretty damn good. I'll bring up her R abilities right here for you guys to check out. We are running Arctic Star in the first hand, and obviously one of the most important things about this fight is a Fire Imperil weapon. If you do not have Yuffie, you can also bring Sephiroth. He has the Radiant Edge, which will also Fire Imperil the enemy. This is going to be helpful. If you don't have any of the Fire Imperil weapons, the Fire Breach, which you can get from the Crisis Metal Shop, is going to be imperative in this fight. So just keep that in mind. Heading back to Yuffie, if we look at her sub-equips, I have the Amaron's Claws in the first slot, the Maritime Sword in the second, and Zidane's Sword in the third. If you guys don't have any of the crossover weapons or even a high-level physical attack sword, just bring whatever you can to spec for physical attack, get Yuffie as high as you can, but honestly, she's really just going to be doing a lot of imperiling in this fight. Alright, last but not least, and I seldom use Matt, so this is pretty fun. Matt is going to be sitting at 56k power, 6.7k HP. He's got 1.8k physical attack, 1.9k magic attack, and 2.1k healing. I do have the HP, or the killer attire here, boost HP, boost physical attack, although I honestly think that whatever you have is going to work fine. Other than that, we have his prime number. An AoE heal is going to be very helpful in this fight. And also, we have the core defender here. So the boss is going to be magic attack focused, especially when he's doing Trine. This is going to raise magic defense AoE for the entire team, very similar to Barrett's assault gun. So it can be very, very, very handy. Last but not least, we're going into his sub-equipments here. Here we have Aonibi. Then we have Fairy Tail, and last but not least, we have the Chocobo Staff. Essentially, I'm speccing for healing in 2 of the 3 slots. The last one is essentially speccing for HP, just so that he's not sitting super low. Alright, well, that is going to cover it for the build today. And that being said, let's get into this fight. Let's mess up this Materia Guardian and the EX2 and get you guys all the rewards that we're going to get from doing that. Alright, so I'm going to slow down this fight to 1x speed. I'm going to be doing it on semi-auto so that Yuffie will auto-target Cloud with her physical attack up. We're going to start with the Flurry of Steel, Matt's Amulet Tribute, and then Cloud is going to do 1 armor break, and we're going to basically roll straight into the DPS here. I'm going to do a Feisty Spirit on Cloud. I'm going to take that magic defense to high tier, and we're just going to roll straight into fire damage right now. Alright, so as you can see, we're doing pretty good damage. Alright, Yuffie's going to get that Fire Imperil to high. And we're going to be getting a poison here in a second. There it is right there. So I'm just going to heal her poison. He's only going to do 1 person at a time, which is actually fantastic. It makes our lives a whole lot easier. And when you start to get low on HP, just go into the healing showers on Matt, and we're slowly going to take him down. Now he's going to go into his Sigil Break, but like I said, because Cloud has the X Sigil Break, only 2 people need to have the Sigil Break boost, or X Sigils that is, and we should be able to take it out. I mean, we're going to take him down even before he gets to halfway right here. Alright, I'm going to Armor Break once, we're going to re-imperil him, I'm going to heal 1 time, and we're going to take him into his second phase right here. Let's fucking go. Alright, here we go. Alright, phase 1 down. Here's phase 2. This is where he actually gets a little bit tricky. Alright. Okay, so it's essentially going to be the same thing. I'm going to Amulet Tribute right here. There you can see the Force Gauge that is continuously charging up. I'm going to try and get that Fire Imperil up as quickly as we can. You can use the Fire Blows and the Firas to lower that bar as he's charging, because they're very quick casting and they only cost 3 ATB, which will lower the damage of Trine significantly here. After that, I'm just going to roll back around and we are going to go for it. Alright, let's see here. We're going to go for the Imperil. With Matt, I'm going to heal. And with Cloud, we're just going to roll right into damage. Once he starts casting Trine again, I can use Clear Tranquil and Hellfire. Alright. I'll use a Amulet Tribute right here, and just still going to Blazing Strike with Cloud. Alright, now with Yuffie, I'm going to raise Cloud's physical attack with Feisty Spirit. Matt is going to do a heal after I get this off with Cloud. Alright, let's go. We have to heal that poison. Alright. Let's go. Here comes this move. So just make sure that I'm going to clear Tranquil, Hellfire, and Gigantic Shield right here. And then hopefully we can burn him down before he goes into the Shrine. But honestly, this boss isn't too bad. Although I feel like the EX3 boss is going to be a little bit tricky. That's my intuition. Alright, let's see here. There goes Ifrit. I need to make sure to switch over. Oh, well, he's almost dead. Alright. Need to make sure to switch over to the defensive stance right after this because his attack is almost charged. There it is. Alright, but with Matt's gigantic shield, it's going to be pretty freaking chillin'. Alright, there we go. We'll get some fire blows, and this dude is going to go down right now. And there you guys have it. That is the EX2 Materia Guardian at 198k power team. Honestly, not too bad of a fight, depending on what you have. So I hope that this guide is helpful for you guys in clearing this. You will get a free 5-star copy of Ashura, which is Sephiroth's event weapon for this. And I just want to say, this event I think is my favorite event that's been out in the game so far. I went through the entire story all the way up to stage 16. It basically follows the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth demo. It has the same CGI cutscenes. It's really, really cool. I honestly wish that they did these cutscenes on all the events, but I'm having a whole lot of fun. My question is, are you guys enjoying the event so far? Yeah, I'm having a blast personally, but I'm curious what you guys have to say about it. That being said, if this guide was helpful today, drop a like, sub to the channel for future content. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care, and peace.